Hello everyone, Mog here, and today I've got a Sargent Signature LFIC, and so as you can see, use the control key, can check the control knob to take it out of the mortise. Or there we go. And then of course we use the operating key. Works just like you'd expect. So with that, I'm going to try and pick this to operating and then control. I've got probably going to use a medium hook for most of the picking. And then there's three side pins on each side, and I've got a couple multi-pick flags that we'll use for that. Okay. I've got my medium hook now. I'm going to start the back, tensioning clockwise for operating. I'm going to start at the back because I know that's where it tends to bind first. I've got pin 5 here, a little bit of plug rotation. He seems set. I believe is 6-2. I'm moving up to the front of the lock. And pin 2 feels binding. Well, moved it up a little, but I think now it's 1. Okay, I got a little click out of 1. I think it's set. And a little more plug rotation, as I believe I just set 2. So I feel 3 and 4 are now pretty in there. I think I gotta start with 3. One little click, but now I need to get it just a little higher if I wanted it operating. Definitely dropped a bunch of pins here. Okay, let's see, so I think I went back and I think I set pin 4. Let's see here. I think I gotta go back to these back pins. They seem good. Front couple seem good. I'm gonna let up on tension. I have overset 3. And 6 I'm pretty sure are still okay. I'm gonna start over here. I think I've overset a few pins and wasn't having much luck trying to let them the particular ones I wanted down. There's pin 5 set. And there's pin 6. Pushing up on 2 a little. Now 1. Okay, I think 1's set. I believe 2 is as well. There's one little click out of 3. There's another. I don't think that's high enough yet, though. Yeah, pin 3's gotta go a little higher. Okay, I think I got 3 set now. I think that might have been... Okay, I think I got 4 as well. So I'm pretty sure, even though it's a pretty good amount of plug rotation, I'm going to start looking for the side pins now. I'm going to start on the right side. I've probably already got some of these just with my pick. It says picking the key pins, but so I'm trying to get the first one here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I must have gotten the back couple while I was picking, but I believe I just got the first one. Now I'm going to get a different flag for the left sidebar. And we'll click out of the first one. There we go. Another click does it. So as you can see, that's picked to operating. Oh. And what I've done right there, I spun it far enough that I believe the right sidebar has fallen into the left sidebar's groove. So I'm just going to need to pick it out. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to tension counterclockwise and go for control. And I believe usually the front pins will bind tension in this direction. Okay, there we go. Got a little click out of 1. Or sorry, 2. There's a click out of 1. I believe working on 5 now. That seems good for 5. I think I just got 6. Might have overset it, but let's see here. Front pins seem good. Where's my binder here? I'm going to reset it. I'm pretty sure we're set 6 there. And okay, starting again at 2. I think I got 2. I definitely got 1. Or not. Okay, there's 2. There's 1. Going to the back now. I think 5 is our binder. I think I just got 5. Maybe 6 as well. See, where do we need to be right now? I'll let up on tension a bit. I think we've overset 6, so let's try and set 5. Got a click out of 5 again. think I still haven't set 6. I'll let up again a little bit. I'm pretty sure I still have 6 overset. Here, starting over here. Go for 2. Got 2. I believe that was 1. Okay, now pin 5. Pushing up on him. I believe I got 5. Put up on tension a little, I think. Keep oversetting 6, it seems. Front still seems good. Okay, start fresh again. Oops, drop my tension bar. Brief break for a sip of beer. Believe it or not, I was pretty sure this video was over once I picked 2 operating, because that's the one I've struggled with. It can only take so many more tries for me to get control now. I promise. Okay, there's 2. I think there's 1. There's 5. Give a little rake for good luck. Okay. Pin 2. There we go. There's pin 1 as well. I think I got pin 5 now. I think that was 6. Maybe I still haven't set pin 5 as much as I need to here. It's sometimes picks slipping off the side pins definitely mask the feedback a little bit, or makes it potentially confusing. Let down, I think, just the back pins. Just 6 maybe even. Okay, there we go. There's 6. I think the outermost 4 pins are set. So now we're gonna go for... Okay, got a nice big click there. It's probably sidebar time. Sorry, not so much because of the click, but you probably even saw in the video, pretty significant amount of plug movement. click out a 2, and I think one just before that. Oh. There we go, okay. And that would be control. Which you can tell because it is coming out of the cylinder, and the nub is retracted. So there we go, pick to operating and control. Locked again. Just going to get the vise out of the way, and we'll do some gutting. Come on now. Jesus. Let me find that clip. Okay. It didn't go too far. Okay. Use this shim here just because of the potential little gap at the back. I don't think this is too important, but just to be sure. And the key does stick out on this guy, so definitely helpful to have the follower with the slot. And I'm being careful to grab the sidebar. Okay, just gonna get my picks out of the way. Okay, let's start with the key pins. These are all standard pins in here, as you'll see shortly. So, nothing special. Got a pretty rounded tip, I guess, but you know, nothing crazy. Let's get these all lined up nicely. Okay, we'll take out the sidebars next. And, okay, here's the right sidebar, and there's the left. And see, there's these little springs in there, and you can also see where the passive pin, or sorry, not passive, but the active side pins are. There's my springs. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, standard chambers there. It's interesting to note, in addition to like I don't know if you can quite see there, but the 3, active pins, there's another spring-loaded pin on each side up here, but it doesn't actually participate in the locking. You can see it's not even at the level that the sidebar is, as far as forward as it is. Yeah, otherwise nothing too special about the plug. There's driver 1. Driver 2, as you can probably see now, these are just standard driver pins. And these, for the control line, these ones have a little hollowed bit where the spring meets, where the spring interfaces with that pin, I guess, and a slightly smaller spring as well, because of the much taller pin stack. Well, yeah, and of course, that whole thing falls off, so same thing for this one, little hole in the cap. Interesting, this little one appears to be, I think it's steel. I've got my monitor on in front of me, it's kind of hard to tell. If it is steel, I don't know how much that's really for drill protection or why they did that, but and got the kind of control nub. I also think it's interesting to note that, you know, this only spins, actually a little bit once I've got the rest of the pins out, but I think this mechanism is pretty neat. It's my first lock, like this IC core that I've picked, or gutted for that matter. There we go. So, yeah, so what's interesting about this is when you've got this in there, it can only spin so far, you know, towards the control counterclockwise, because the nub sticks out. But it's similar for spinning clockwise, because this part gets raised a little bit on the left. That is, I was wondering about this while I was picking it. I was wondering why it can't spin further right once you've opened it to control, and it's because of that little groove there. But yeah, so there you have it. That's Sargent Signature LFIC, picked and gutted. For anyone who watched, thanks for taking the time to watch, and hope you enjoyed. Oh, the actually last thing I want to mention is you can see the grooves for the sidebar in the core there, and similarly in the interior part to enable the control. I don't know if I showed the key earlier, but so this would be the regular key, and control is very, very similar. I don't know if this will show up in the video, but it's just like slightly lower pin 4 for control. Control's on top here, and a little more significantly lower on pin 3. Anyway, there you have it. Signature LFIC, Sargent Signature LFIC, picked and gutted. Thanks for watching.